Hi everyone, my name is Emily Newfeld and I'm one of the pilots here at the Careflite Fort Worth base. And on behalf of Careflite, myself and my fellow pilots, I'd like to say thank you for collaborating with us on making this landing zone information class available so that we can all be on the same page when it comes to helping each other out and getting patients where they need to be safely. So to start off with, we'll talk about space. So as you can see, the helicopter behind me is rather large. It's 43 feet long. So we asked for 100 feet by 100 feet to give us enough space to land this helicopter safely within that area. It's our bigger helicopter, and other aircraft in the area are about the same size. So 100 feet by 100 feet ensures that we have a clear space to land. More space is always better, but we would rather not have less space if possible. Now, as we're coming into your scene, we usually call on the radio and ask for a description of the LZ landing zone. And what we're looking for is it a farm? Is it a baseball field? Is it a parking lot? Is it the street? Is it the highway? Is it the grass median between the highway? A general description to help us find it from the air. After that, we're looking for a more detailed description. It's hard-packed dirt, it's asphalt, it's concrete, it's gravel. Gravel's important. Why is gravel important? Because these rotors stir up a lot of wind and we want to make sure that the gravel's not too loose, so we might ask more questions about that. If it's something where all we have is, let's say, a rodeo ground and there's loose dirt, we might ask you to have it sprayed down so that we don't cause a big dust storm when we come into land, which prohibits our visibility. So next on our list is obstacles. What kind of obstacles do you see that could hurt us as we come in to land? And this is important because we're not just landing on your area, we also have to get there. So we recommend you put your arm up at 45 degrees and you turn a full 360-degree circle. Anything that your fingertips touch should be listed in your description. Cell towers, aerial antennas, buildings, treetops, and then also look around about waist level and down, because as you can see from the back of the helicopter, it does get pretty low back there. So if there's 4-foot fence posts that are out in the middle of the LZ, that might be a problem for us. The description of the LZ with obstacles is helpful if it's done with cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. We might be coming from the north, but we need to land to the south, and we'll determine that based on the direction of the wind that day and the obstacles that we encounter as we come into the landing zone. Once we have determined the landing zone, we'll do a full reconnaissance. We call it a recon. We'll do it twice usually. We'll fly around, make sure there's no obstacles that we have not discussed. We'll be discussing as a crew on board. And then we'll determine that we're going to come in and land. Once that is done, we do not need to be marshaled to the ground. So all personnel can exit the LZ to a safe distance. In that LZ, what we expect to see as we approach are your vehicles and apparatus parked under any of the wires that you described, because there's no way we're going to land on your vehicle. So if you park them under the wires, that helps us know that that is a safe place for us not to land. Any other ideas about where to park, you can certainly convey to us over the radio. As we come into land, especially at night, if you'll cut any white lights you have, any brights that you have, and any sirens to help us be able to focus on the communication that's happening in the cockpit. And if you see the aircraft come to a stop, it's because we've identified an obstacle that we either need to discuss or abort and have removed before we come back in. We will communicate with that to you over the radio as it happens. Any unfenced sides of the secured LZ need to be secured by personnel the entire time the helicopter is on site. You will see the crew exit the helicopter to make their way towards the patient. Please keep personnel that is guarding the scene in place so that any bystanders don't attempt to come in and see the helicopter. They're very exciting, they're very noisy, and they will draw a crowd. Unfortunately, it's the wrong time to draw a crowd because they cannot see the tail rotor when it's moving, and we want to keep everybody safe. Once the patient is ready to be loaded, the crew will give instructions to the hands that are on deck to help them bring the patient to the helicopter. That'll be the removal of any hats, tuck-in of any shirt tails, any loose items such as pillows, extra blankets that we'll probably remove or make sure are secured under safety belts. They'll ask that only the hands that are needed to lift the cot or the stretcher are available to come in and out of the landing zone. And then they will give you directions for what directions you should follow as they come in and out. It helps the pilot if you give a head count. So if you have 4 personnel coming in, 4 fingers up lets me know that 4 of your people from Fort Worth Fire are coming into my LZ. and I will look for 4 of you to exit, knowing that the patient and the 2 clinicians that are with me are still under the rotor system. That'll help us be sure that everything is clear. As the crew closes up, they'll be closing the doors, getting in. You'll see us looking around for any obstacles that we didn't discuss before we lift. Once we lift, we will make a radio call to show you that we are clear from the scene. Until you have that radio call, please remain in place and keep the scene secured in case there is an emergency or need for us to come back to that spot. So for us, safety is paramount, also for you. So thank you for working together with us to convey this information, and just remember that we need space, we need clear area, communication about that space is key, and that just remaining secure the entire time we're there will help us provide a safe environment. Thank you.